Welcome to another edition of the refined, consistent, and dedicated Sean's View Entertainment on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. Make sure to pass this video and share it all over the internet with your friends, your girlfriends, your boyfriend, everybody you know, Facebook, tout, Twitter, the whole 9 yards. Let's get this thing spreading like wildfire. Huge backstage update as it concerns Jim Ross and the real backstage reason as to why he retired. Vince McMahon playing a role. JR supposed to retire a few weeks before this, and having to do with the WWE 2K14 controversial panel that took place on SummerSlam Day. So yes, previous reports had it, and this is coming from F4W Online as well as WrestleZone. The link, the proof, the source is in the description of this video. The reports note that McMahon made the decision for Jim Ross to retire, and there were rumblings that there was actually heat on Jim Ross from company officials for not taking control of the panel after Ric Flair hijacked the event. Now, I think people are looking a little bit too much into this, because I know I've read the comments, I've saw the opinions, oh, McMahon just fired him. They must have left on bad terms. Now, we know that McMahon and JR have had a controversial past. It's been marred in ups and downs. There's been some good times, there's been some bad times. And we know that McMahon has humiliated Jim Ross on TV more times than once. We know that Vince McMahon has fired Jim Ross, not only behind the scenes, but on screen as well, to further a storyline. But I think Mr. McMahon really did enjoy JR's work, and you have to. I mean, all the commitment, all the hard work, all the time that Jim Ross put and honed into perfecting his craft as one of the greatest WWE commentators, color broadcast of all time. And you know what? Like I said, I think it's a little far-fetched that people saying, oh, McMahon must have been an asshole to him. He had heat on him for this. He had heat on him for... I know, in my gut feeling, I know that McMahon and JR, the door would always be open. The door would always be open because McMahon knows the kind of image. He knows the kind of talk. He knows what JR represents. He knows what JR has meant to the WWE family. And like I said, I know there was times when McMahon was a pure jackass to Jim Ross, and you know, Jim Ross probably should have left the WWE a long time ago. But he did it because, well, as Triple H says, it was good for business. It was to further a storyline. It was to better an angle. And for everyone that's saying, oh, McMahon just fired him, and, you know, there was conflict, and it was... Listen, conflict of interest, what have you. Jim Ross has done his thing. Jim Ross was not a consistent WWE broadcaster in the last couple of years anyways. Before that, oh my God, he put his time in WCW, NWA. I mean, Jim Ross, I mean, like I said, his career speaks for itself. His career has dominated the industry as it concerns getting a feud over, talking about it, analyzing it. Nobody was better than giving that in-depth talk and getting you emotionally invested in a feud like Jim Ross did. So as far as people saying, Vince McMahon and JR, you know, they're on the outs again, and you know, things are not looking good. Listen, Vince McMahon understands the wealth. Vince McMahon understands the knowledge, and Vince McMahon understands what JR has, the impact that he has had on the WWE, and that speaks volumes. Jim Ross is known the world over, all right? There's no doubt about it. And not only Vince McMahon, but Triple H and you know, host of other WWE superstars have went on Twitter to discuss this. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that Vince McMahon and JR left on good terms. Even though in the past, yes, make no mistake, they've been on bad terms. And McMahon has went out of his way to make sure that JR was the laughingstock of the WWE. But remember, Jim Ross went along with it. Jim Ross did what was best for business. And I guess what's now best for business is that JR can go off in the sunset, enjoy the rest of his life, and knowing that JR left behind a legacy that is unmatched. Subscribe, your comments, your opinions. Later.